second week of the Southwest Coast Path, day 8, and we're at Bude. We had a long day yesterday from Clevet to Bude, 25 miles. Probably aim for Boscastle, Tintagel today. Given how painful our feet were last night when we finished walking, I'm surprised by how good they feel today. It's amazing. The first 5 kilometers feel great. First 10 kilometers feels pretty good. 10 to 20 kilometers, starting to get, feet are starting to get sore more than anything else. 20 to 30 kilometers, yeah, feet hurt, shoulders hurt, contact points hurt. But you're getting closer to the finish usually, because we tend to walk about 30k a day, and then of course you get to 30k and you're still not there yet. So you kind of like march on the last bit and get it done. Fitness is getting better, but yeah, it's mostly just sore feet. Steep hillside. Oh, feet are getting sore now. A few of those big climbs again, down and up again. We're now above Crackington Haven, 20k into today, and this is where we can sit down and hopefully eat coffee, hopefully. Apparently there's something down there. That looks like food.
Got this going on.
Is that the Cornish or the Devon way? That's the Greenfield Devon. Oh, that's better. That was a lot of scone. That was a really good cafe. We bumped into someone when we were coming up the hill on the other side at Bude, and they said, "Oh, you're going to Crackington? Green teas." I see why it was memorable now. Off to Boscastle. The sign agrees with my distancing. Not sure if we're going to make it there or stop in a campsite before Boscastle. It's quite late in the day, and it's blinking mountainous round here. Hello. Almost at the top of a great cliff. Can't even see where we came from. Can't see where we're going to either. We've elected to stay at a a campsite before Boscastle, so we don't rush through Boscastle and miss it. And it's getting quite late. But it's not far, but it's
a lot of up
through all that somewhere. It's like a kilometre away, but through there somewhere.
Line of quartz.
You can just about see the sea. We're almost out of gas. Enough gas for a cup of tea. Boscastle, Tintagel, Port Isaac today. Port Isaac is 9 miles from Tintagel. Oh yeah, this is much better, as long as it doesn't get hot. Did you hear that? There's a cave right down there, hundreds of meters below us. Must be seal pups and seals in there. Oh yeah, there's some to the left as well. I can hear seals to the left as well. Probably underneath us. More caves under there. Ghostly. When I was a kid, I was in the Cubs and the Scouts. So of course we did a lot of camping. And I remember as we became Scouts and older and more responsible, yeah, we did more camping. We were kind of left to ourselves, which was great. And then when Kim and I started climbing, you travel to go climbing, so to North Wales, we went to France and that sort of thing. Well, you go camping because it's cheap. That's all we could afford. Because when we were young, we didn't have much money. We were students and stuff. So you camp, and we've always been very comfortable camping and being in small tents. And then when we had kids, well, kids are expensive as well. So, and also you go camping with kids. We think it's great fun. Kids think it's great fun. Get to do fun things, and you get to go play on beaches and visit places. And when the weather looks good, it's like, oh, should we go to Pembrokeshire and do a thing? Yes, we went camp. We bought big tents for camping with the kids. I hate big tents. So we went back to small tents and geodesic tents, bomb-proof tents. You'd have to worry about the weather then. So now, backpacking, carrying everything on your back, and camping is absolutely second nature to us. It's the easiest thing. When we started long distance walking, we had to, just think about it a little bit. So we, a lightweight tent that's not too expensive and split. Kim's got poles and pegs. I got the fabrics. And you trim down what you carry. You just carry one titanium cup each, one titanium spoon each, one titanium stove between us. I got the stove, Kim's got the gas, that sort of thing. But people worry about camping and what do you do when it's wet and all that sort of thing, and we just manage, really. Don't really have a problem. You kind of get used to it and you find a way of working, and it works. Like, the smaller the tent, the more organised you have to be. But since we've been doing this together for 30 years, we're fairly organised.
You're organised. I'm organised.
Well, yeah, but it's not just one person, it's between us, isn't it? We're fairly organised between us. There we go, Boscastle Harbour from the 1500s. We're really roughing it, Stein every day with cappuccinos.
That just looked like a great cappuccino. I did a Manara back with one of those, but...
So there's the youth hostel. Two hours to Tintagel, lunchtime at Tintagel hopefully, and then 4 hours to Port Isaac probably. We'll see what the terrain gives us. Now that's a smuggler's cave, isn't it? Yeah, rowboat. Oh, what used to be in there in the 1800s? In the 1800s, I think, you know, Britain being a bit of an empire back in the day, was at war with everybody, you know, and taking over everywhere and nicking everybody's stuff. Anyway, apparently during that period, corruption was pretty commonplace. You know, you have corruption at the top, you have corruption all the way down when it's at the top. And apparently more stuff was smuggled in than brought in legitimately and had tax paid on it. I say more stuff, is that everything, or is that just like alcohol? Or, I don't know. Anyway, smuggling was that big a business. Evading the tax man was huge, and Cornish coast is a big part of it because that's the Atlantic. This is where stuff comes in from the rest of the world. Yeah, going into the sea. A mini canyon. So we're coming up on Tintagel. It's obviously a beautiful piece of Cornish coastline, so it gets a lot of tourists. But its real touristy claim to fame is as the birthplace of the legendary King Arthur. You know, Round Table, Knights, Merlin the Wizard, that sort of thing. The Welsh also have a pretty strong claim to King Arthur, so it's all a little bit, well, it's mythological, isn't it? Is it real? Is it not? There are so many people. There we go. That is the site of Tintagel Castle by legend. I think it's the... Yeah, there's a bridge across. I think it's ruins of a monastery in actuality, that we can see walls and mounds and what have you. But it's a big flat-topped chunk of rock, perfect place for putting a castle. And it matches with Arthurian legend in some places, apparently. They never found a round table up there. So you don't actually need the bridge to get across, it's just a fun added feature.
Can you walk across it anyway, or do you have to pay to go across it?
Well, it used to be free. We have been there before, given a number of people on it. It's not part of the coast path, it's just an extra excursion. Right, are we going to skip it?
Yes, right.
Right. 9 miles from Tintagel to Port Isaac, which is 15 kilometres. 4 hours of walking. Pretty sure you're not supposed to pick those things up when you find them on the ground.
Oh, you kicked it?
You kicked it.
Yeah, what should I do with it?
I'm going to back off slowly.
What should I do with it?
Chuck it in the grass. It never happened.
Where does it come from?
Don't know, there's no MOD ranges on the map around here.
Oh.
We're in the middle of
Kicked it with
nowhere.
my foot. I was like, oh, what's that?
It's so weird.
I thought it was going to be like dead.
Kim likes mines and caves and things. I told her there's an edit on the map. We can see it from the other hillside.
Yeah.
Camping there tonight. Don't know why I'd be bothered booking a place.
I think that might be a wee bit dangerous.
Nah. Well, it's not very flat, is it? So
Oh, that is.
it's really unusual for a place like that not to be
Blocked off.
blocked off and gated and all sorts, isn't it?
Yeah, that's really cool though.
You see the sun's starting to get dimmer. It's the evening and we are almost at our destination. Oh. Civilization. Yeah. So we had two choices between Boscastle and where are we going? Padstow. We're at Port Isaac. There are no campsites like in range of the path. You got to go way off. There's only one campsite and there was a pub, and so we got this hotel, Port Gavern Hotel. They had a couple of rooms left for this one night when we were passing through. It's right on the coast path. What are you going to do? Say no? So now I can back up all my photos and videos. Like we can charge everything. We can
Shower.
wash our socks in the sink. And have a good meal downstairs and drink beer. And they're lovely here. It's been fantastic. Yeah, the dirt that came out of those socks. Anyway, we're coming up to a bank holiday weekend. So today is a bit of a shorter day. We're going to go to Padstow because we need to resupply. There's a co-op here, so we're going to get biscuits and snacks and stuff. My snack bag it's only got a couple of snacks left in it. Fill those up, and we need to buy some gas. So we can buy some in Padstow. I don't think the co-op's going to sell any. So we've got to get to Padstow Ferry. There's a ferry crossing which is part of the path. We need to get there before the shops shut, go to the shops, find some gas, and then we're camping up above Padstow tonight. And then this weekend, because it's a bank holiday weekend, it's going to be rammed. Last summer bank holiday. So we've been struggling to book campsites. It's difficult to predict ahead how far you're going to walk, right? How you're going to feel, blah, blah, blah. So we've kind of booked as many campsites as were available. Just haven't got anything for Saturday night. So it might be a bit of wild camping. We'll see what happens. What's up?
Normally have 3. Oh, it's fine. Right.
Dry. I'll hang them off the side of my bag. This is what they looked like when they were new.
Might have to put some. Went to the beach last night and done some beach combing. Damn.
You could have done, yeah. A hill to start the day. I was surprised. Believe it or not, today is day 10.
Oh, yeah.
It's Thursday. When we get to Padstow, we will have walked 165 miles of the path. We're aiming to walk 315 miles of it to get to the halfway point. Well, then a bit more to Falmouth, maybe. So we're doing pretty well. We've walked more than that because of campsites and stuff, but
Oh, it's lovely.
Got a load of food from the co-op. Went around Port Isaac and then the coast path. Yeah, it gets back to business straight away.
Oh.
This is probably a really undercut ledge, isn't it? There's probably nothing under that grass. There's the rest of the cliff. Just rang up a campsite 3 days away from here to see if they had any spaces. A bit of an old school campsite. They said, oh yeah, we always make space for walkers. Excellent. So no, there's rock under it. So we won't be wild camping. You got it. Do we have enough gas left for a cup of coffee before Padstow? Maybe. Small lukewarm coffees. At least we got hobnobs. Taste that coffee. Yeah, that's pretty terrible, but
Terrible?
it'll do. Tell me that isn't a fossilised dragon. Totally is. A sudden shift in scenery. This has been such an easy walk today. We had some steep bits out of Port Isaac that suggested we were gonna, you know, have what we've been having, but no, it's been a stroll and the weather's gorgeous. we're leaving Padstow. Ferry came in there, dropped us off yesterday. We've been in and around. This is day 11.
Right, our fingers.
Yeah, we're now more than halfway of halfway to the halfway point, which is our aim. Another easy day today. Yeah, because it's so busy, we've had to book ahead. There haven't been many campsites to choose from, so it's kind of affected our distances really. But it means we can have some chill out days, which is nice, and it looks like the weather's going to be nice too. Like not hot, but sun, cool shade, yeah. And I don't think a too troublesome section of coastline for the next few days. We'll get past Newquay and almost to St Ives over the next 3 days. And after St Ives, we're motoring on to Land's End and the Lizard. We just bumped into a fellow who sat down beside us when we were having our breakfast, who was describing, so he's done the walk in the other direction, not all the way around but most of it, so we're getting some insider info on where we might make up the miles. Lots of fun sandbars if you're sailing into the Camel Estuary. The most famous one of course is the Doom Bar out there. Yeah, most of the sand is from crushed shells, right, so it's calcium carbonate. So hundreds of millions of tons of it have been dug up over hundreds and hundreds of years, and it fertilised all the land around here during the Middle Ages and that sort of thing. And yeah, it just keeps growing and growing, and was a massive danger to shipping. Hence the Doom Bar, although it's come from Dunbar, Dune Bar, like a sand dune I guess, and then got nicknamed the Doom Bar for fairly obvious reasons. And there's a good beer called the Doom Bar. I don't know if you can see the white water. Shows you where it shallows. And you can see the buoys, so you gotta take that curving. Gotta follow the buoys in. A lot of squeaky dog toys down there. That is Round Hole. It's a round hole. Oh, you can climb down. It's a round hole, and there's a bit of a scramble down. Round hole is connected to the sea, of course. So I guess it used to be a cave and it collapsed.
Yeah. I didn't realise on the map that these days would be as big.
Rounding that head, this is where we're going today, but in the distance we can see Newquay and St Ives, and just in the very, very far distance I think I can see where the land ends, and just around from there is Land's End and Penzance and the Lizard. Still looks like a very long way away though. It's an even bigger round hole. Coming up on 20 kilometres, and that's the easiest 20 kilometres we've done since we started this walk. It's been lovely, it's been easy, it's been a little bit breezy and a little bit sunny.
They're all spitting out the water over there now.
Nice.
Was that blackcurrant?
Blackcurrant and cream or something, yeah. I want to get some more biscuits. Wasn't that a good finish though? Like amazing coastline to finish, and then
Really?
you said you wanted ice cream from a shop, and
Yeah, but I
there
didn't
just
want
happens to be a shop selling
any
ice
old
cream.
ice cream. I wanted something decent flavoured, and look,
It's everything you I want.
chocolate peanut butter. What more could I ever want?
Oh, it's so jammy. We have left the path. We're going up the hill to the campsite. It's another day done. Holiday makers are going home too. Porridge to start day 12. Off then to Newquay. Again, this is confusing because there's a Newquay, I mean, Newquay makes sense, doesn't it? But there's a Newquay in Wales and a Newquay in Cornwall, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. The Newquay in Wales has got dolphins. Don't know about the one in Cornwall, we'll find out. You can see Newquay out in the distance there. So about 11 miles to get to Newquay, and then we're going beyond Newquay. There's a bit of an estuary walk again, so there's a bit of in and out and wiggle and around. So probably a fairly decent length to today. Nice morning, isn't it?
Beautiful. Very well there.
Yep, that's us. That's us for coffee and cake, hopefully. The car parks are full. There are cars everywhere. There's people everywhere. It's rammed. So glad I'm not driving today. Bank holiday weekends in Cornwall, get up early if you want to go to the beach, if you want to drive there. If you're going to walk there, you get up anytime you like. We're in Newquay. Can't wait to get back out again.
I haven't got in it yet.
Kim bought some new shoes for the walk and they weren't waterproof instantly, and they're letting sand in, so the Gore-Tex membrane either wasn't there or is disintegrated already. Of course, when you're travelling, we're going to do send them back and wait for a new pair. We found a shop, bought some new shoes, which are too stiff and clunky.
Yeah, they are too stiff and clunky, but well, hopefully they'll keep my feet dry.
Found them. I found the acorns stuck on the lamppost. I can see a pub out on this headland. So nice of them to put it there for us. Fancy location too. It's another estuary we got to cross. Got to get to a footbridge. Well, the tide is not low enough.
I see no boardwalk.
For this crossing. The crossing is under the water somewhere. So we'll carry on up the river to the next crossing and hope that one is above the water. It's going to be comfortably over 30 kilometres today, so that's some good mileage on the path. It's quite nice though. Okay, not that way, the tide's too high, can't get on the path next to the river. There's a higher path up the hillside, so we get to go the even longer way round. There were no acorns, no coast path signs leading us up here. We followed the water's edge, which was wrong with this level of tide. Hopefully this is the right path. Okay, that path dropped us out here, which is no good because that's floated over there with the tide. Alright, so not very impressed with the signage telling us about low tide, high tide routes, because we just walked a kilometre down here on this path, which we thought was going to stay above the water level. It didn't, drop us down onto the bit that's going to flood, so we have to reverse that bit and then walk up the hill. Of the 1, 2, 3 paths we could have taken, apparently this is the one we should have taken. The only signpost is that mysterious arrow. Well, we're up on top of the hill. This looks like a pretty new or not well used path right next to a hayfield, but we're motoring along now because we're keen to get it to the end of the day. Hopefully this is the right path now. An old style, so not a new path. No, whoa. No acorns yet. There's water here. Can we get across the water? Oh, for God's sake. This is the high tide route. Oh, you can get across over there actually. There's a ford there for cars.
That's fine.
We can get across there, but actually it's only trickling over there. This would be like the YouTube, like, are we gonna make it across? And then you don't see that bit. This is quite nice, isn't it? This is the inlet that the path we couldn't get to would have come around. See if I make it. Oh yeah, I made it, it's fine. Oh no, now we've got signs going this way.
There's a coastal path sign over there.
There's a coastal path sign there. There's a coastal path sign there, but there weren't any coastal path signs for the bit that we just did. So actually it's quite a big tide at the moment. I'll have to look at the map and figure this out now.
Half a mile up the hill. You're getting really wet, Sam.
The tide's coming in as we're standing here.
Seconds later.
What the hell?
And literally, it's like a foot deep where we just walk now.
And what? Yeah. It's flowing back out again now. Whatever, we made it. We'd have figured it's going back out again. Whatever, we did it. We did it the hard way and the long way.
We're in a weird.
So this will lead us around the coast under the village, and we'll go up to the visitor camp. Hopefully that's the last of our shenanigans for the day. Hopefully it goes back to being sensible again now.
There we go.
Found the campsite, went to the shop. Kim bought loads of healthy food.
Never shop when you're hungry.
Been figuring out numbers. What did I say? So we've walked 350 kilometres, which is a bit over 200 miles. But according to like path stuff, we've done
190 miles.
190 something miles of the path, and it's 315 miles to the halfway point. And then my brain ran out of maths, but it means we're getting there. Just like we got here, we made it. And it's a very nice campsite, this one.
Mm.
It is rammed. There is a bar that sells beer, so we'll cook.
I think we've earned a beer today.
Yeah, lots of beers. Beers are good for extra calories, so we don't get enough calories in. So curry for tea, as in we'll do curry, and then we'll go and get a beer. And then when the showers are quiet, we'll have a shower.
Good idea.
And then another 30-something K walk tomorrow by the sea.
It's even 9 o'clock yet.
I know. Somewhere else? There's a car park to the right, a car park to the left. See if we see a post over the other side. Oh. Nope. We've had our coffee stop, charged my phone, needless to say, lots more cars queuing for this one. They're going to have a lovely day on the beach, and we're off for a lovely day on the beach. We've got 3 kilometres of beach and sand dunes coming up, I think. Here we go, about to drop down to Peregrine Beach. 3 kilometres to the other end, which is pretty Brazil-y sized, I think. Is it a bit smaller than Brazil? Yeah, similar. So we should be used to this. See if I can stay off the sand dunes. searching for the firm sand line.
Right there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, some light coming through.
Cool. It's chilly in here. It's quite nice.
Oh no, Kim's found a mine.
It's back quite a long
Oh wow, it does, just goes, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Blocks of cliff, it's like Minecraft cliff.
Lots of little windowy type things as well. Look.
Minecraft cliff, yeah. There we go, we're passing the man and his van, which we saw from way over there this morning. We're going around St Agnes Head.
Did you just say the man in his van?
Man. The man and no, the man and his man, that is, not the man and his van.
That's what I thought you
That doesn't look like a van. Ah, God, I smell bad. The wind's blowing the wrong way. There's the St Agnes Head Coast Guard. We're going around St Agnes Head. We're going to new things. Hooray. We're on our way to Padstow, which is just a handful of kilometres further down here at a campsite. And then we're almost within range of St Ives. St Ives is going to be a bit more than a day away for us. When we get past St Ives, then we're getting really close. Then we're getting to the foot of England. Day 14, 2 weeks of walking on the southwest coast path, and we've done lots of miles. We're about 45 miles away from Land's End. Long walk back to the coast path, but it was a very good campsite, so it was probably worth it.
It was actually a really good campsite, yeah.
Bank holiday weekend, we didn't have many choices anyway. Today we're walking not quite to St Ives, to Hale just before, and it should be an easier day. We found a campsite that's right on the path, right on the beach. Should be pretty straightforward. This might be the last day of sun for a week or so. It is a seal. He's just floating in a funny position.
There's two babies down there. Three babies. Look, one, two, three. Oh,
Babies on the beach.
there's three babies. What lovely. Oh my goodness.
You see the cave down there as well.
Yeah. Two caves.
Yeah.
Look, there's three babies. My goodness.
Sort of flumped and camouflaged on the beach.
Oh my goodness. That's so lovely.
Well, there it is. There's St Ives in the distance. Just got to do the headland and the beach and the estuary and all the other things together. This is Godrivi Point and Lighthouse that we're coming up to. And then we change angle again and go, oh, I just see it now, there's the beach. Oh my word, another huge beach. And now we've got to walk 4 or 5 kilometres down that beach to get to our campsite. But our campsite is right on the coast path. When we stopped today, we both had a small full English cooked breakfast and a big coffee. And it seems to have helped the energy a bit. Campsite we're staying at is actually a fancy holiday park. Everybody really looks after coastal path walkers around here. They're very used to taking us and squeezing us in because we're no trouble. We turn up late, got a tiny tent, no car or anything, and we disappear first thing in the morning. But they do have a bar and restaurant, so that's dinner sorted.
There's lots of boats going in and out.
Back into the dunes. We lost the coast path in the dunes, as you do. We seem to have found it again, and got stone markers. It's quite wiggly. So we're in the dunes rather than on the beach, it seems. Here's a post. You can just see one at the top of the hill as well. Here we go. Okay, arrow's pointing that way. Where's the next one? I can see an April sticker. There are 3 huge caravan parks, holiday parks here, and they take walkers. Oh, that's another marker. They take walkers. Just turn up, they said. We'll look after you, they said. And then we'll look to see what they had. They got a pool, they got a bar, they got all the things. It's like a proper holiday park. We pitched a bit of a shorter day today, 25, 26 kilometres. Tomorrow's going to be
A lot longer.
I was trying to think of a rude word that would be acceptable. It's going to be hard. We have done 225 miles of the Southwest Coast Path, Southwest Coast Path so far. We have not got much further to go to Land's End, like 35 miles, 30 miles, something like that. And then we're trying to get to the halfway mark, which is at 315 miles. So within 100 miles of doing that, typically me and Kim will do 100 miles in about 6 days. And today is the last day of sunny weather. The weather's going to turn tomorrow. We've got a week of grey, rain, wind, cooler temperatures, which might not be a bad thing. Everything's a bit damp, but at least it's a bit cooler because it's very hot. And I spend the day trying to keep the sun off.
It's very hot today.
But how will we get on with our final week of walking of the Southwest Coast Path? Will we be successful or will we screw up badly?
Dun dun dun!
Well, we'll keep going and we'll see where we get to.
Keep on keeping on.
Yeah, we just keep doing what we're doing. We find it fun.
Like
Yeah.
the tan lines.
I
They're
know
not
it-
really, they're dirt lines.
Yeah, it was a bit of tan and mud.
No, there isn't.
That's not bad, right? 14 days of walking every day and... Alright. This is a holiday park. There's a restaurant and a bar and a quiz night. So that's tonight sorted after a shower.